Hi, I'm Mark, and today on Outside Views, I have to talk about Nicola Sturgeon because the development is not something I really expected a long time ago. Because Scotland's former First Minister has to face questions about party finances, and she will continue to fight for her innocence. This was emphasized by Sturgeon in a statement. The former head of government and leader of the Scottish National Party, the SNP, was arrested on Sunday morning after appearing at the police station for a previously agreed interview. After just over 7 hours of being questioned about the party's finances, Sturgeon was released without charge, though. Investigations against her and other former senior SNP politicians, including Sturgeon's husband Peter Murrell, still continue. And the new SNP boss Hamza Yusuf, who succeeded Sturgeon in March after her really surprising resignation, must now act as crisis manager. And in fact, he was elected to continue on her path and to position the party for a new independence referendum. And this is not really the case at the moment. And the party could even lose the next elections. And Labour is likely to benefit from the turbulence because the governing Conservatives are also in trouble. After former Prime Minister Boris Johnson stumbled on parties during the corona lockdown after new revelations, his close confidants Nadine Dorries and Nigel Adams also resigned at the weekend. And in London and Edinburgh, calls for more resignations, suspensions, and even new elections are growing louder. In any case, after the 3 resignations from the Tories in Westminster, there will be by-elections. But coming back to Sturgeon, she made an appointment with the police on Sunday morning, as I said, and the Scottish authorities have been the investigation of the misappropriation of party finances by the SNP for around 21 months. It's about 600 or more than £600,000 sterling, which was collected as donations for a new independence referendum, which then did not take place for reasons I talked a lot about on this channel. And the financial affair coincided with Sturgeon's leadership of the party. At the time, she was authorized signatory for the party's finances, along with her husband Peter Murrell and Colin Beattie. Murrell and Beattie were arrested in early April already. At the time, Sturgeon's home and the SNP headquarters in Edinburgh were also searched. In a statement posted to Twitter on Sunday evening, Sturgeon wrote that she was above any doubt. To find myself in the situation when I am certain I have not committed any crime is shocking and deeply disturbing, she wrote. Thanking her close circle of family and friends for giving her much-needed strength, the former First Minister wrote, "I know this ongoing investigation is difficult for people, and I'm grateful that so many continue to show confidence in me." She would like to return to work in Parliament after a day or 2. But many in her own party no longer see it that way. The first was SNP MP Angus McNeil, who joined the opposition parties on the BBC in calling for Sturgeon to be suspended because the soap opera has gone far enough. Angus Regan followed on Monday, who ran in February to succeed the then very popular head of government. Speaking on BBC Scotland's Good Morning Scotland programme, Regan described the arrest as a very worrying situation and agreed with Tory leader Craig Hoy that the Scottish government was now not fully functioning. And Hamza Yusuf is still silent on those events. The only official SNP statement stated that the party would not comment on ongoing police investigations. If Yusuf doesn't quickly and credibly distance himself from his predecessor and lead the SNP out of the polling low, there could soon be a special party conference where he would probably have to fight for his own political survival. And you will remember that I always was on Nicola Sturgeon's side in regard of the independence referendum, and I never expected something like this to come. But we must not forget one thing. Whatever happens, there is one thing that's always has to be granted. That's innocent until proven guilty. And so until she is charged and with something and sentenced to prison or whatever, she we have to take her as innocent. And that's a point we must not forget. But the whole situation brings the SNP in trouble. And at the moment, nobody is talking about a new independence referendum anymore. And that is really hurting Scotland. And so this situation is really not very nice. And that's why I can't end the video with that. I know some might be annoyed by Star Trek now, but I love my new channel as well, even with few viewers in the beginning as usual. That happens with every channel you start. You need a lot of patience and a lot of work on every channel, but I do like the work on Outside Views STFC, and still to make very interesting content there, I will still need some support from my viewers. So when you see the banner up there and you wanted to contribute to Outside Views at some point, you still have the chance to do so. I can need support for this channel for a longer time. So if you don't think you want to do it now, you can still do it later. It will always help keeping more interesting content, because every month there's a new event art going on, and there's new stuff that I can include in the videos if I can manage to get it. There's a lot I can play free, and that's what I make in videos most of the time. But there are some very interesting things you cannot get for free at the time. They are really interesting for viewers, and so that's what I'm working on here as well. But maybe if you ever thought, no, Star Trek games, it's not mine, just have a look at the videos. Maybe you get interested while watching it. And so just switch over there for once and have a look. And if you still are only interested in UK politics, then the next video is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.